Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Now in this video we're taking a look into an intriguing topic that often gets overlooked: the languages spoken by indigenous people of America. Now many assume there was just one language or tribe, but a sister sets the record straight. Now she responds to a comment by saying that America, much like Africa, was a mosaic of diverse cultures and languages. Now in this video, we will explore the claim that Hebrew was spoken among some indigenous tribes, particularly from the perspective of her family history. Now we will examine the evidence, the history, and how colonization aimed to erase these rich, complex cultures. So stay tuned as we uncover more about this fascinating piece of history. Let's take a look at our video. I will be right back, and when I do, I share more details on this.
What you doubters must realize is that America was just like Africa in the way that there were many different tribes and tongues amongst the people. Okay? You have, even within Ghana alone by itself, a plethora of different languages that are spoken amongst the different people that are there. America was no different. There were different tribes from one end of America to the other end, up and back down again. It wasn't just one tribe and one language. There were many different tribes and languages. In fact, there were different indigenous tribes, the Cherokee, the Iroquois, there's just so many of them, the Chata, there were so many. And then amongst each one of them, they all had their own individual language and everything. So when you ask this question, you actually might receive a lot of different questions. I can only speak from my standpoint. My mom's side of the family, they spoke Hebrew. I'm talking about fluent Hebrew. Okay. So that's my background. So when you ask me, I say Hebrew. That's what my people spoke. Here in America, there are many different artifacts that are found from the top of America all the way down to the bottom of Hebrew writing that was inscribed in it. There are decalogues with the 10 Commandments written in it in Hebrew. So this is our language. Well, my people's language anyway. But again, as I stated, other so-called indigenous people over here, black people in America, will probably give you a different answer than what I've given you. I don't know what else to say, but you have to understand that the colonizers' intentions was to wipe us out as a people. Okay, now I've done several different videos proving that this is actually the ancient world. This is Alkebulan over here. This is the home of ancient Egypt, of the land of Canaan, Ethiopia, and all those places. And so those people who came over here, the pale-skinned folks, they erased all of that. They erased all of our histories and our cultures. And so unfortunately, this is why we are not able to speak our native tongues. They went through great lengths to fool y'all into thinking that modern day Africa is actually Alkebulan and the beginning of life. I have plenty of videos proving that the Garden of Eden was right over here in the Americas, in Florida to be exact. So if they're going to take Morocco, Egypt, Israel, and every place else, and even just put it all the way over there on the other side of the world and say, hey, no, this was it. What do you think they're going to do to the people? They're going to ruin the people. They're going to strip them of everything that they are, everything that they have, their existence. These people have stolen all of our artifacts. All of the ancient mummies and tombs and artifacts were found in the Grand Canyon in Arizona, USA. And those people have taken it out of here, not just from the Grand Canyon, but I'm talking about artifacts that have been found all throughout the entire Americas. And they've taken it over there to the other side of the world and said, hey, no, this is Israel over here. Oh, no, this is Morocco. No, this is Egypt. Oh, no, this is Africa. They are sneaky. If you read the Bible, all you have to do is read the description of Satan, and that's them. Everything that Bible says about Satan is who they are and what they have done. So you must understand how all of this came to be, how this happened. We are all living a lie. History, as you know it, is a lie. everything is a lie. You have to question everything. You have to download it, throw it away, burn it, stomp on it, get rid of it, and relearn, build yourself up again. Yes. Before I go, it's appalling to me how many of you would rather listen to the devil than your own people who look like you, who are trying to clear up the misconceptions and the false history and the lies, period, in general, that we have all been handed. You'd rather listen to the devil himself because you're brainwashed to believe that the lighter your skin is, the closer to God you are. Wake up. You people are asleep.
Now, according to research, the indigenous languages of the Americas are a diverse group of languages that originated in the Americas prior to colonization, many of which continue to be spoken. Over 1,000 of these languages are still used today, while many more are now extinct. Now, the indigenous languages of the Americas are not all related to each other. Instead, they are classified into 100 or so language families, including a large number of language isolates, as well as a number of extinct languages that are unclassified due to the lack of information on them. Now, many proposals have been made to relate some or all of these languages to each other with varying degrees of success. The most widely reported is Joseph Greenberg's hypothesis, which, however, nearly all specialists rejected because of severe methodological flaws and a failure to distinguish cognition, contact, and coincidence. Now, according to UNESCO, most of the indigenous languages of the Americas are critically endangered and many are dormant without native speakers but with a community of heritage language users or entirely extinct. Now, the sisters' response is a powerful testament to the rich cultural heritage of Black indigenous peoples in America. For too long, their stories, languages, and traditions have been erased or marginalized, but she boldly sets the record straight. Now, her revelation about her family's history of speaking fluent Hebrew is a remarkable example of the complex linguistic diversity of Black indigenous people. It challenges the dominant narrative that has sought to homogenize and suppress their cultures. Moreover, her emphasis on the diversity of tribes and languages in America, mirroring the diversity of Africa, is a crucial correction to the historical record. It highlights the urgency and sophistication of Black indigenous people who are not passive victims of colonization, but active preservers of their cultures. Now, I feel this commentary, or video rather, is not just about language. It's about identity, culture, and the resilience of a people. It's about reclaiming a heritage that has been denied, suppressed, or distorted. The sisters' words are a call to action, urging people to confront the colonial legacy and celebrate the beauty of Black indigenous cultures. Now, the sisters' words echo a profound truth that Black indigenous people were never a monolith, but a vibrant tapestry of diverse tribes, languages, and cultures. Yet the forces of colonization sought to erase this complexity, reducing Black indigenous identity to a singular narrative. Now, like she said, the intention was clear: to wipe out Black people as a people, to destroy their cultures, languages, and traditions. The colonizers' agenda was to impose a singular identity, erasing the rich diversity that existed among Black indigenous tribes. From the Cherokee to the Iroquois, the Chata, and countless others, each tribe had its own distinct culture, language, and traditions, but colonization sought to suppress this diversity, forcing Black indigenous people into a singular narrative that denied their complexity. Now, the legacy of this erasure continues to impact Black indigenous communities even today. The loss of language, culture, and tradition has left deep scars, and the struggle to reclaim and revitalize these aspects of identity is ongoing. But I feel the sisters' words offer hope. By acknowledging the diversity of Black indigenous tribes and languages, I feel people can begin to repair the damage of colonization. Now, I know the sisters' powerful words are going to spark a crucial conversation about the linguistic diversity of Black indigenous people. Like she said, she acknowledges that others may have different answers, and now I want to hear from you, my viewers. What are your thoughts on the sisters' revelation about her family's history of speaking fluent Hebrew? Do you have similar stories or experiences within your own family or community? Perhaps you identify with a different tribe or language, or have a unique perspective on the impact of colonization on Black indigenous cultures. Whatever your story is, we want to hear it. So let's continue the conversation started by this sister and share our collective truths. Thank you for always watching, and see you in my next video as I bring you another video.